Checking in. Yeah. Do you think we got it?
I think the timing was good?
I think so. I think we got it.
Okay,
yeah,
welcome.
Welcome to Checking In.
Today we're going to Mars.
Today we were going to go to Mars. Well, we weren't going to go to Mars, but we were going to go to space.
I wanted to go to space.
I know. I was pretty jazzed. I'll be honest with you. I watched the 2-hour...
Jazzercise exercise video.
Yeah, jazzercise is good, though. Seriously. How do you think I've lost 20 pounds? Jazzercise. No, I watched the 2... No, I haven't.
There's a nice, like, V cut going down from your chest pubes down to your ball fro.
Yeah, if you take away the midsection here, I'm ripped, dude. If you take away that part right there,
that's,
like
well,
the
no,
chubs,
that's what I'm saying. It's coming together.
It's coming
just
together.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I just need to get the midsection good.
You're good.
So, but I watched a 2-hour special on SpaceX. Ooh. And I was super excited about today. Well, yeah, I was super excited about today's launch. Unfortunately, it did get scrubbed. Do you know what? It actually got scrubbed or postponed, whatever you want to call it, like 13 minutes before launch.
I know, that's crazy.
So those poor astronauts, like, could you imagine, like, waking up in the morning, like being like, we're going.
I'm going to space.
Stuff,
yeah, and they like
do all the prep.
Yeah, they're in their seats. They're literally
you guys
in
are
their
acting
seats.
like being an astronaut is hard.
You're
You're a test dummy. They strap you in and put an explosive.
No,
This
they got
kid has
so
clearly
much.
not watched enough
God.
stuff. When I was a kid, I was obsessed. I literally wanted to be an
I'm just
astronaut.
joking.
Right.
So I'd watch all of that stuff. I'm sure it's probably different from back then, but
Barely.
it's crazy the kind of
Yeah,
shit you got to go through.
I remember
to
you saying
get
you wanted
prepared.
to be an astronaut.
I did.
I think that being an
I did.
astronaut would.
I just wanted to
first
get
off,
the hell off this planet. That's what I wanted.
First off, I want to say that I think being an astronaut would be one of the coolest things ever.
Yes.
And I want to have an astronaut as a friend.
Yeah,
Me too.
I would like
agree.
to befriend an astronaut.
I agree because
I would like to have an astronaut as a friend.
I don't want to live the life of an astronaut, but I want to know the life
Right.
of an
Yeah,
astronaut.
it's kind of like you want a little person as
Yeah.
a friend. I want an astronaut as a friend.
I just want a little piece of that life.
Yeah, and you don't want to be a little
I
person.
don't want to be a little person because that's miserable.
I don't know. We don't know that. We don't know that.
Well,
but that might be a stretch.
I'm 5'7", maybe 9.
No,
wearing
you're about
Timbs.
5'9", yeah. 5'9",
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe
But-
on a good day, and people call
Depending
me
on the
short.
shoes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People call me short. Imagine,
Well, yeah.
you know.
Well, I just want an astronaut as a friend. I think it'd be the coolest thing. But I will say,
You're
I
just
think it
throwing
would
it out
be
there. Any
yeah.
astronauts,
If anyone
reach
knows an
out.
astronaut that just wants to talk,
Holla.
just wants to talk.
Can I?
Just wants to be my
Just
friend.
wants to
like-
talk.
Like
think-
long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
I think that being an astronaut would be truly miserable.
That's what I was going to say. I want one as a friend, but I think it might be the worst job on
I
the
think
planet.
it's the
Well,
worst
it'd be the worst job in the universe.
Yeah, because it's not even on the planet.
Now,
Yeah.
I think it's one of the.
It's so bad they kick you off the planet.
I think there's one. I think it's one of the coolest jobs in the sense for. I fucked that sentence up. I basically what I'm trying to say. You get the most experiences,
Yeah.
like the best experiences
Well,
that
yeah.
life has to offer.
Yeah.
But like seeing the Earth from outer space,
It'd be scary.
like all we see is composite photos that in the description of the photos they do say they are photoshopped.
Yeah,
like we
yeah.
don't know actually what it 100% looks like.
Yeah.
Well, think
That would be
about it.
amazing.
Even what we
Well, I think
see
that-
with our
I think.
eyes, you never capture it totally.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's
it's gotta
so
be-
hard.
I was looking
to
at the
get
moon
that,
last night.
Yeah, I was too. It was a
a
little
nice-
sliver.
It
Yeah.
was a nice little sliver.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was a nice little sliver, but at the same time, you could see the shape of the moon because
You
there
know
was
what?
a nice shadow.
You know what's funny? I was looking at the moon last night, wondering if you were looking at the moon last
That's
night
adorable.
at the same time.
No, you weren't.
I was.
No, I was.
You were
I was
sleeping.
sleeping
I was
last
sleep-
night.
You know,
Lori
I
was sleeping.
didn't see
It
the
was actually
moon.
light out when Lori was asleep.
That's
It was
what
still
I-
light
Yeah, it is.
outside.
what
When I
That's
wake up, it's dark out.
That's what I
Yeah.
tell
There you go.
my girlfriend. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey baby, I'm like, when the star twinkles.
That's me.
Every time I'm thinking about you, a star twinkles.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I tell her.
But I think that
Does she like
And
it?
also, by the
Yeah.
way, there's always stars twinkling.
Ooh.
there is because there's dying stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm always thinking
Yeah.
about you, baby.
So I just think that.
I'm happy for her.
So I think SpaceX. It would be wild to have woke up this morning. I mean, I think
How wild it would suck
I did wake up.
what do you mean? It suck.
for the
for waking up.
SpaceX guys.
No, what I'm saying, listen to me. What I was trying to say is that could you imagine waking up in the morning, being ready? I mean, these guys are like different breed. They're like me. I'd be nervous as fuck. You know,
yeah.
like I'm flying to Florida and I'm ready to have an aneurysm. You know, but these guys are like,
They're
you know, they got
probably excited.
right. They
They're
got like
riding on
ice in their veins.
adrenaline
They're like,
because
yeah,
they're looking
and then they
forward to
get
it.
strapped in. You get like, I think they said like there's a 50% chance for launch. So you're like strapped in and you're like, all right, 20 minutes. You're like, we're going, man, we're going. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, nah, get out of there.
There's some rain.
You know, that would suck.
Oh
We
yeah,
saw
I'd be
Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
We saw a little
Well, that's what Jay said.
Thunderbolt.
What kind of space person are you if you can't get through a thunderstorm?
Listen,
Come on.
Come on.
You're going through the atmosphere. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, I've taken off in planes in a
They-
thunderstorm.
They
No.
said this. They said this. When you come back through the atmosphere from space into the Earth's atmosphere and you're falling down, your capsule is
On fire.
half of the temperature of the sun.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
It's like about 5,000 degrees
No,
Fahrenheit.
it is
Warm.
pretty funny. Other than the fact, I'm sure.
And you're worried about thunder?
Well, listen.
Right.
I'm sure it's based on the ones that did blow up on takeoff because we witnessed a few in our life. That,
Yeah, well, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Well, it was
so-
funny because in this
That's true,
documentary,
too.
it was really crazy. I mean, I love Elon Musk. I mean, I think
Oh, yeah.
the guy's like a
homie.
hero. He's
Anyone-
crazy.
Anyone's name that is Musk?
Yeah.
Musk is
Like,
that's-
you know, like,
yeah, he's serious.
He's
the
either
real
cool or
deal.
real stinky.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that- it-
there were.
well,
No, Elon's great.
Elon's great.
Yeah, he's great.
got
But
a-
so I watched this documentary, 2 hours, as I mentioned before.
I
on,
was-
yeah, you watched part of it.
I
You
was
were-
sitting next
yeah,
to you
right?
for-
Yeah, for a part of it, and so
was not.
so literally, Elon put like they said $70 to $100 million of his own money. I don't know how you know, where's the
Gauge
other
that.
30 million? You know?
Yeah.
I was like 70 or 100 million. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was in the middle.
I don't remember. But
It's like
anyways,
you saying $70
Well, who-
to $100. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Who robbed the store? It was either a black or an Asian guy. I don't know.
it's either way, or maybe a white guy. But
It could be anything.
but they said
wow.
that they had enough money to launch 4 of the Falcon 1 rockets.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon?
No,
Falcon?
just the Falcon 1. They're on the Falcon 9 now. Falcon 9 is the one that they're
Jesus.
launching now. But the Falcon 1, they had 3, enough to launch 3, you know. So he put this 70 to
Yeah.
100 million. They hired people, they created this, they engineered this. And you got to remember that prior to the Falcon series,
4.
what's that?
It was 4.
Well, right. Well, they could launch 4, right? But prior to the Falcon series, and this is what they basically said, is that, like, think about flying from New York to L.A. on a 747 and then throwing the plane away. Because that's what space travel was. So the Falcon series was the first series that they would reuse. You know, because even the space shuttle, you had to
Never
throw all the
thought
rockets
about
out.
that.
You had to, all the rockets were gone. They had to redo it.
Because if you ever watched a demonstration or even a live one, because
Yeah.
you can see them live
Shit
now.
falls off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you get into a certain part, they're like, "All right, and engage."
Well,
Right.
and that's what
And then
I
they just
remember
dump
when
that
I was
piece
a
off.
kid reading about like the first ones.
Yeah.
This huge rocket
Yeah.
comes back. The
And then
only thing that comes
just this
back
little
is
thing.
the little triangle.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Everything else
And
is
so what
gone.
happens
Yeah.
in the
That's weird, huh?
with the SpaceX is that all those little pieces that
Pieces?
eject, they fly back down and land.
Shut up.
So they can reuse. Yeah.
No.
Jay, can you pull that shit up? Pull up. I don't know if we can pull a video up, but pull up like at least
That
a
is
picture
actually
of
really
it.
cool.
it's
Actually,
like Iron Man stuff.
so
right there.
you could
That's
say like
exactly what I was picturing.
like landing or some shit like that, like
yeah,
landing
yeah.
something. So basically, yeah, you can see it'll literally come back. Yeah, just go ahead.
The
and play it,
internet
fuck
isn't-
it.
Yeah. And skip that ad
Yeah,
too.
skip
You know
that
I
ad.
got you, bro.
But
because we don't
I want a-
support
I want a burger.
channels.
and just maybe go to the end of the thing, right
Yeah,
towards the
yeah.
end, something like that.
Oh.
You could see it literally comes back and it lands. Look at
No.
this. Look at this.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Dude,
Whereas before,
that's
It
awesome.
would just fall.
it would just fall into the thing and be done. So
well, I think that a lot
Thank
of
you.
it,
You got it.
if it didn't fall back into the or into Earth,
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just in space.
oh, there's
yeah,
tons of
there's
space
so
junk.
much
Just
Yes,
floating,
tons of
yeah.
space
Yeah.
junk. Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyway, so he had enough money to do 4, and they
Yeah.
were trying to win a NASA contract, right? You know, even though Elon said that his main goal wasn't to partner necessarily with NASA, but was to go to Mars. You know.
Yeah.
But so the first 3 Falcon 1s exploded.
all of them.
All of them exploded. So they were on the 4th one.
And
down
the
to
final
this,
one.
yeah.
And
The final one.
one.
If
ever.
this 4th one blows up, SpaceX is done. No more money. They're gone. and it was successful.
And it worked.
And then NASA, what Elon said was NASA awarded them a contract, but there was like a few, like Boeing, Bezos, and a few other companies.
Okay.
And apparently NASA thought SpaceX was the least likely to succeed, so they gave them the smallest amount of money, almost like we'll give you some money just in case you end up doing something, but you're probably going to fail. And then here we are now years later, and they're the primary
leading,
one.
yeah.
I love
they're
that,
leading. They're the
too.
big thing. So
I
that's
love
pretty
that.
awesome.
And I think that this could be wrong, but I really do think this is true. I think I heard this, that they said that Elon and SpaceX is the first commercial
It's
airline
a private
to,
owned, yeah. It's
to
the
launch into space.
Well, it's not the first into space. It's the
Well,
first people that are going to be launched into space.
I forgot what
so there's
the-
been some other private things that have launched, satellites and so on like that.
Right.
But
First manned aircraft.
this is the first manned aircraft that is
Yeah.
commercially or privately
How
owned.
cool is that?
And yeah, the first one's of
It's
course
like
they-
not like the government,
yeah,
right?
Right.
That's
No.
what that
Right.
means.
Right. And even though NASA oversees, NASA does not own the rights to
Right.
anything. You know.
I think that's awesome.